Give a nice little countdown. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Pod Caviar, off-season content, episode 3. I am your host, Tony, and I'm with Graham, who just came back from Chicago for the 4th of July weekend, and it's awesome. We're not going to restart this because the whole point of all-season content is like almost like watching the blooper reel of your favorite show or movie.
I'm dying right now. I feel like, I'm watching, Riker break into Frank Sinatra or something in the middle of a scene. I'm losing it right now.
Oh my God! Yeah. How was your trip for Chicago? We talked about it in your last show.
Yeah,
it was amazing, right?
Yeah. I'll give you the abridged version.
Yeah,
you can go back and listen to me blither about it on the 1 Gram Army. Don't forget. Oh, and I didn't mention it on my podcast, but for anyone who listens to Pod Caviar, you can dial 847-665-9238.
Yes.
You can.
He gets way more calls than I do because I don't have supporters that are fucking proactive enough, assholes.
I should call your podcast, though.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I've considered it, though, because then we'll take my call. You'd have to take it, obviously, on an episode that I didn't appear on.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Or I could call and ask for advice, and maybe a week later I'm a little bit wiser.
True. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is Pod Caviar.
This is Pod Caviar. This past week has been pretty good. I like the last episode that I did. It was about 15 minutes before I went to work. But I feel like now because
and
like
thank
I
you
said,
for that birthday shout out.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I made sure I did that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like I said in my last episode, I'm going to a different shift, so I'm going to have more time to podcast, get off from work, and then, I don't know, do something. The second season is coming. I'm not bullshitting you. Like I said last time, the first episode will be the babushka lady. I just need to do research on it, but life is really preventing me from doing the proper amount of research on it. So until then, we can just,
freestyle.
We're just here, having a good time,
I agree. Enjoying the creative energy.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And there will be certain times where you just run out of fucking material, so you just won't want to fucking sit here in silence, You just got to know how to pick shit out of thin air and just talk about it, So
agreed.
What do you think? Did you heard about the men in the bag shit where I changed it from like I think it's gonna be more of like a prequel type deal.
See, I remember, I would like to piggyback on this. Yes. I was listening to your podcast earlier and the second half of it because I remember you were talking about the show, and I think the word that we've both been searching for is teaser.
Maybe, yeah, there it is. I was fucking lost in the fucking sea last time. Yeah.
I think we've done 2 other podcasts where we were trying to describe what it was. And even the radio thing. You were like, it'll be like a prequel. I'll be like, it'll be like a, before thing. But it's not a prequel because there's not already a thing.
Right.
I think you would already have to have a thing.
Yeah, it had to be a thing, and then we have to go back before that lead up to it. Yeah.
Thing for it to be a prequel.
I mean, yeah.
It's a teaser.
And
it'll be a teaser radio play.
Yeah.
I'm considering that I may take some time off maybe in the fall or something.
Okay.
And we could do some writing.
We could do the radio play and shit. Yeah. And then I want to do a teaser as far as the video thing. You just let people know what the vision is going forward. Yep. But yeah, we're still working on it. It's still going to happen. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
I'm looking forward to it. I had the idea in my head.
I keep repeating it like it's not something simple. Like we don't work for a major fucking Hollywood studio, We're just guys with full-time fucking jobs, know, and we got to
make some hysterical content.
And
exactly. Some dope content and some, science fiction content. And
it's going to be amazing,
It's a fun thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
To put out like the podcast and stuff, but the movie is such a massive undertaking. I'm like happy to be a part of it.
Yeah,
because it's gonna have a lot of moving parts.
We will. Yeah, it will, and we're gonna do it right. So it's not gonna be some bullshit because I've seen a ton of bullshit fucking movies on YouTube or whatever. But we have plenty of examples of what not to do.
Have you begun rendering or acquiring like futuristic looking backgrounds?
I haven't, but I know where I can get some from. You know, of course the higher quality ones will be you will have to pay for it, but I'm trying to keep it as budget as possible, but not so budget that we sacrifice quality. Right. You know, so. And I can make some futuristic backgrounds and shit like that too. I have that ability to do that.
Right.
And
that was always my thought about a science fiction project would be the amount of time that would be involved in just building the world around the show. Yeah. But I mean, it can be done because you can do it with like rendering and
and that's how it's going to have to be done. Yeah. You know, as far as like you said, backgrounds and cityscapes and all that shit. But inside, we can make some shit look futuristic because. Yeah.
But if you were going to shoot it all green screen too, though, you can start shooting it way earlier too.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, there's definitely something to be said for that.
Yeah.
Or sort of nondescript background locations where maybe you could add effects, but maybe you won't even need them.
Of course.
You know.
Right.
Filter work and such.
Yeah, the filter work and all that shit. Yeah, I could do all that. I have a lot of that shit already. And it's going to work out. I think a lot of the foundation is there. We just need a few more pieces to really get it to where, yes, let's start building on top of this foundation. Once we get the foundation done and we do the teaser and all that shit, we're rolling, man, because we already have it. We already know what we need to do. So, you know.
Yeah. You've worked the kinks out at that point,
exactly.
too. You know, or at least got your feet under you.
Right.
You know.
So, yeah. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. But definitely the green screeny thing, you know. I mean, that you can do that in a room. You can do that in my garage. You can do.
Where'd you get that? You got that off of Amazon? The green screen behind you?
Yeah, I did. You know, it was weird. It was like hard to get a piece of fabric that was the right color green for a green screen. Yeah, because I was like, well, I'm just gonna go buy green bed sheets.
Yeah,
you know, from Target.
Right.
Because surely Target would carry, you know,
of course.
You know,
but no, they didn't.
Bed sheets in that color. No, they don't.
Oh shit.
No, of no kind.
Damn. Okay. Well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Amazon has everything.
Then you need lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
After coming back from vacation, I was pretty happy to do the last episode of 1 Gram Army without doing a video.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Me and video are rapidly parting ways as a
I feel that, yeah, because there's a lot of editing that goes into that.
Well, I don't edit a lot. I don't edit my podcast a lot. You know, but I think that sometimes having the video associated with it is less appealing than just listening to the audio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, you know, objectively, I'm not saying that we're not handsome men.
Yeah.
But also, there's not a lot of market for people who are like, yeah, look at these dudes in their mid-30s.
Yeah. I've seen two podcasts that have the video component, but those guys are like absolutely famous.
Yeah.
And they have a huge following, so it doesn't matter what the fuck they look like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And
people already know that they
and
look
they
like
you know, they have their whole studio and shit, so they have all actually it's 3 because Howard Stern is one of them, you know. But you know, at the same time, it's like once we get to that level, it's like nobody's gonna give a fuck. We can have a studio. We can have fucking all sorts of crazy shit going on in the background.
I'm not. I mean, and I'm not against still doing videos here and there.
Right.
But man, tonight was a great night for me to not have to deal with a video.
Yeah.
I don't know where the jet lag ends and the edibles begin, but I'm very sleepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Jet lag is a fucking bitch, man. I hated that shit, man. Never liked jet lag. I like flying on planes, but fuck, man. That jet lag will fuck you all the way up. Yeah. I think
it also works like in conjunction with having to travel that day. I mean, it's only like a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, you have to travel the whole day.
Yeah.
There was a hiccup.
Yeah.
You know, I already admonished AAA.
He spent the fucking yeah.
I'm gonna burn them on your podcast.
Yeah. Fuck AAA, man. Yeah. Fuck them. You know, fucking a relic fucking organization, man. Yep. Fuck y'all. I think it's like maybe flying to a different time zone has something to do with it too.
Could do, yeah. It's part of it. It's part of it. And I think also some of it has to do with just not being at your house.
True.
You know?
True.
You reach a fucking certain age.
Yeah.
You know,
you're always on the move when you're on vacation and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
What I'm saying sounds disgusting in my mouth, but in my brain, it's like, yeah, that's reality.
Yeah, it
know?
is. You just get to the point where you're like, fuck, I'm just tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta go somewhere. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's great. Traveling is important.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this was an important trip. But when I get back, I'm usually better about buffering the end of my trip with some time off.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah. I mean, you get back and you just take that deep breath and you're like,
I think a lot of people coming back from the holiday are going to feel that way.
oh, I imagine there are a ton of people, especially people who went to travel. Even last year when we went to, a group of us went to Savannah, which is, that's 3 hours down and 3 hours back. And we went down there for the 4th and drove back the same day. And that was just like.
No, it's no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, when I was younger, I did stuff like that. But
Well, yeah. You know. I don't know, man. You know, it is what it is. But the holidays were great.
fantastic.
I got to see a lot of fireworks. I got to hang out, have fun, and all that shit. You know, I said that this is my last week of really just doing all the partying and shit because next week I'm starting a new job or whatever. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a new thing. And I am going to just embrace it with arms wide open, as the old, what band was that, Creed or whatever? Yeah, with arms wide open. It is what it is. And I'm excited. And it's going to allow me to create more and have more free time because I will sacrifice having unbelievable amounts of sleep for getting up early, going to work, getting off early, and then having the whole evening and the night to myself to do whatever I want to do. All in all, this is pretty good. And not to jump topics, but I'm jumping topics. Fuck the cost of tires because I went and priced my tires and one tire is $140 and I just need 2 and I need a patch on one tire. And I really, I love my car. It's amazing. It's just, I need to be, I want to get rich to the point to where shit like that doesn't bother me, to where I can just be like, buy the tires. I don't give a fuck. Buy them all. And I don't buy 4 tires. No, I buy 2 tires and I get the old ones from the back of the car, put to the front of the car so I can wear those down and then keep that up. This is some
real shit.
Yeah,
some real shit. The idea, people overlook that.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, you're a visionary for that. People overlook the fact that a lot of people struggle with just keeping tires on their cars.
Yeah.
I recently had some tire trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why we were saying fuck AAA.
Yeah. The idea of at the end of my trip, I would have to buy a tire.
Right.
Was like, oh, thanks, car.
Of course.
For this unnecessary.
Yeah. And I mean, it's something that people don't think about, man, because I need 2 new front tires. And I just saw today that I have a nail in my back tire. It's not leaking yet, but it fucking will.
You're in 4 tire town.
Yes, I am 4 tires. I'm thinking that because it's on the back and the tread is still good, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get it patched. If I get it patched, then I'm good. Yeah. If not, then, oh boy.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot. Hold on. Would you like
yes, please. Yeah. 4 tire town. I don't like that. I like because of my car, I cannot get the refurbished tires. I have to get new tires. And it's just, this is adulthood in a nutshell right here. And I'm telling you, if anybody hears this, you will understand that the car itself is not expensive. The maintenance is pretty expensive because tires do not go bad conveniently. You do not get a nail in your tire when it's convenient for you. You do not need an oil change when it's convenient to you. Shit doesn't happen when it's convenient to you. When it's a car, you need a car. We stay in the middle of Georgia. We need a car. Where we stay at, it's not a mass transportation. There's no subway. There's no bus. I can't just be like, I'm going to park my car and just use mass transportation. Blah, blah, blah. No, I need a fucking car. And because I have to deal with this shit now, I have to figure out, okay, and I'm going to take this amount of funds and put it towards my car. What am I losing here? What am I going to give up? That's how it is. That's just part of being an adult. I mean, You got a fucking 9 to 5, and that's just that's how it is. You know, it's like.
Part of living in this world is dealing with the fact that you have to own a car almost everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, even if you live in a big city, you know, at some point it becomes more convenient for you to travel via car instead of like this like outdated public transportation system that we have that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
You know, that none of it's centralized really in any way.
No, it's not, because, you know,
where we live, you should be able, like, I should be able to go down the street, get on a train that takes me to the next town up, that takes me to Atlanta, that takes me to Chicago.
Right.
And it should take, you know, what if it takes 12 hours or whatever? It should be nice. It'll be a train ride.
Of course.
Should be cheaper than taking an airplane too.
That's
but
true.
First of all, the route I just described doesn't exist.
No, it does not.
If I want to ride a train, I got to take a little bit of a ride in a car, then get on a train
to the train station,
and pay like $1,500 to travel via train.
Yes. Because fucking you can go on a train coach, but it's like, do you want to do that? No, you want to have your own fucking place. You want to have your own meals when you want them. You want to do it. And it's just price and price and price and price and price. It's like in America, we have our infrastructure that we had when they founded the country. And then they were just like, all right, we're done. It will never need to be updated at all. And then we're in 2018 like, hey.
Well, car companies should have kept it from being a thing. And we've kept but because, you know, the government subsidizes Amtrak. Its existence is subsidized by the government. So they charge, you know, they have these ridiculous rail lines.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Where
they do.
You go from, you know, where you go from like Savannah to, you know, Buffalo, New York.
Right. Yeah. And then it's fucking layovers and all that shit. It's like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. But the idea, you basically, you could go up the Eastern Seaboard.
You can.
But I should be able to take a train.
Yeah.
I should be able to take a train from Atlanta to New York. I should be able to take a train from Atlanta to Miami.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That maybe stops in like 3 places on the way down.
Right.
You know,
going forward, there is what's his name from Tesla. He's trying to make his own thing. You know.
Oh yeah, he's got all that Hyperloop stuff and all that.
Yeah,
but, I mean that's
which sounds good, and I think he'll be able to do it. But it's years away from here, man. You know, it
requires
SpaceX now.
Yeah, well, and it requires so much infrastructure that wouldn't even happen in our lifetime.
No.
What I propose and what I've continued to propose, I may even copy and paste this and just stuff it in at the end of my podcast so people hear me. What I've always said is there's train tracks like right over here by my house.
Yeah.
There's a train station.
Yeah.
The building is there. The tracks are on the tracks.
Yeah.
Like you need an engine and passenger cars.
Yeah.
And then that needs to go up the way.
Of course.
And then you have more that come from around here. You know? They go to like a central hub.
Oh yeah, they do
in Atlanta or in Charleston or you know somewhere where or Charlotte, you know, somewhere where you can go and just sprawl out like. Phew. People don't want that. Americans don't really want that. We're not that united, and I think that's retarded.
It is.
I think it's what helps people too to take advantage of us as people.
Yeah.
Is that it makes the world really huge when we have the means to make this country tiny.
Yeah.
By comparison.
Yeah.
You know?
We could definitely do that. And they've always talked about it, but at the same time, it's like talking is one thing, action is another.
Yeah. It's always very inefficiently handled. Well, they're building, you can look it up if you want to bother with it, but they're building a like a new like light rail, like speed train kind of setup between Baltimore and Boston.
Oh, really? They're going up north, really?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's that long.
Okay.
It's Baltimore. Well, let's say it's that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's not even like, you know, that's not really like.
It's like, you know,
exposing people to different kind of
no,
people.
It's definitely
you
not.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like these people from this central east region will be able to get on a train to go like to Scranton. Of course, you know. But like but the deal is that they're building this thing, and the estimated cost is like $10 billion or some crazy shit.
Right.
And I'm like, it shouldn't cost that much.
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't cost that much.
No.
It should be like
They feel like railroads and everything is antiquated technology or whatever because we have airplanes, and people want us to take airplanes, and we have highways and all that shit, and it's just.
Nope.
It is what it is, man.
But the tracks are almost already there. Almost anyone who can hear this podcast, I guarantee that within a short drive of you there, or maybe even like really close to you, there's some train tracks.
Oh, yeah.
That could take you to another train that could take you anywhere in this country.
They are. Yeah, because that track that's right here down the street, that shit goes all the way up through Georgia.
Yeah, that should be it, though. People should only have to hop a couple of trains before they get to a place that like does you like a nonstop spew out to another city.
Of course.
The train tracks are there.
Mm-hmm. They've been there for years.
America.
Yeah, and they've been there for years.
This country, I'm like, okay, great, light rails and fucking hyperloops and fucking auto drones. I see trains go by, and I'm like, please let me not get on an airplane. Like, please let me not have to, and not a knock on airlines because you do fly through the sky like some sort of mythical creature. Right. You know what I mean? Like you go soaring and you get somewhere in a very short amount of time.
Right.
But the process of getting it done is very,
of course,
is nuts.
Yeah.
So if you could get on a train, I would be like, I'll take an extra 2 days.
At one point in our country, rail lines and trains and shit, they were like, what the fuck? That shit was crazy. Yep. And now they're obsolete. Wow. Welcome to America, as we just had to take a shot for trains.
At the end of the 4th, it's appropriate, though, at the end of the 4th of July holiday.
Yeah.
To dig into some of these things.
Oh, yeah. Side note, shirt caviar is still booming. I just released earlier today. I like that
shirt. Oh, I should have done a video because you're wearing your shirt.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing the Atomic Raindrop shirt.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
A lot of the shirts are just around $20. The newer shirts are more because they're unisex, and it's a higher quality shirt, but the designs are banging. If you go to shirtcaviar.com, I'm pretty sure you'll find something there that you love, and you buy it and you just, you support the company and everything. And I don't drown my shirts with like overbearing amounts of labels and all that shit. Like you get a shirt and you get a design, and then if somebody asks you, say, I got it from Shirt Caviar. Yep. And I like that, I just released a unicorn design that is very popular. Everybody loves it. It comes in black and it comes in pink. It's a unisex shirt, so just pick your size, and then you can get one. And whoever loves unicorns and shit, it's pretty good.
People are into unicorns.
Yeah, people love unicorns.
Undeniably.
Unicorns are fucking awesome. But yeah,
undeniably, people are into the unicorns these days.
Yeah, everything is going really good, man. Like we talked about the Men of the Badge. We talked about Shirt Caviar. We talked about 1 Gram Army. We talked about traveling, fucking trains, and all that shit. And
getting around.
Yeah, it's just a great show. What? How much time do we have? What is it?
We done 23 minutes.
Oh, so we still got some time left. Yeah.
I
fucks with this. Yeah,
I had another 7 in me.
Yeah. It's just the 30 minutes is great. If we go past 30 minutes, the only thing that sucks is that SoundCloud won't let me upload the fucking the episode to their website, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I don't mind staying in that window. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think it helps me, to try to kind of condense down whatever I'm trying to get at.
But if we're on a really good topic and we go above that shit, then of course. The weird thing about SoundCloud is that they will send me an email saying that the podcast was too long, but they tell me that it's too long. They tell me how long it is in seconds. It's really weird. And I'm like, of all the different ways of telling time, it's like a long string of numbers, and it's like seconds. And I'm like, wow.
It'd be like if you checked your bank draft and it was like a graphic of pennies.
Right. It's like, weird,
each
man.
One of these pennies represents a penny.
Right.
It's like a never-ending string of them.
And it's just, yeah. But welcome to adulthood for those of you who listen to this who aren't adults. When you buy a car, you're going to have to, You're gonna have to put some money into that son bitch.
It's true.
Even if you have a reliable car.
I heard your I heard your rant about those tires.
Yeah.
I had to get involved.
Because it's not, and I don't even have a shitty car. My car is reliable as fuck, but at the same time, you will always get fucked with car maintenance.
My car is a pimp as far as having been reliable and on time. I mean, it's been incredible, the run I've had, except for tires. When I bought that car, it had stupid aftermarket rims on it. Because, there's a time in my life when I was younger, I used to be into rims. Yeah. I used to throw shit onto things and do stuff to stuff. But that car, when I bought it, had those on it. And I was like, well, deal with it at the time. Because I remember asking if they had the steel wheels. Right. And they didn't. And I was like, whatever.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
So now if I have tire issues, every time I'm faced with the dilemma of, do I buy another one or two of these tires? Right. Or do I buy a whole set of tires and wheels? Yeah. To avoid this in the future.
Of course.
But that whole set of tires and wheels, that's more than a couple tires.
Oh, yeah.
And my tires are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
That's not bragging. That's me being like, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say retarded on your podcast?
Yes, you can say whatever the fuck you want on my podcast. There's really no rules here as far as some shit that, as long as you're not Jared from Subway, if you get what I'm saying.
I do. No, I understand. Yeah, I think we can all agree that pedophiles are not welcome on
it's not anywhere. No. Unless we're doing our whole To Catch a Predator thing, which would be fucking amazing. No. Are you fucking kidding?
I don't know.
To this day, they have the old shows on YouTube, and I will still watch those motherfuckers.
Yeah, you know what
they come up with? The excuses. Are crazy.
The funny thing about To Catch a Predator was that there was like a really legitimate argument that that show was like almost like pornography. Like people would be like, like get those guys, and they were like, these people are being exploited. Like they should be arrested, but like they also
they shouldn't be on TV.
We should be raising a larger question than this, and not like baiting pedophiles. But I'm like, well, then how the fuck do you know where they're at?
Right, yeah. What else you gonna do? Yeah.
Look, I pride myself on being relatively well informed. Yeah. And like in touch with what's going on in the world. But the idea that group is some sort of group that shouldn't be exploited for television purposes.
That's fucking bullshit. Yeah. And I think there was one part of the time when America flipped that fucking from back in the day when we didn't give a fuck about feelings to now when it's like, oh my God, you can't. Yeah. And the whole reason why they took that show off the air is because that one fucking senator or whatever, he fucking killed himself because he got caught.
Yep.
Who gives a fuck?
It was kind of a sick show in that respect.
Yeah.
But also, look at what's on TV.
Right.
I don't watch many spectacles on TV.
Yeah.
But watching these dudes remove pedophiles from circulation.
Right.
Although I will also argue that they caught that one dude like 4 times.
Yeah.
There are a lot of repeat offenders.
There are.
I guarantee you, without looking it up or being entirely sure, I guarantee you, though, that there was at one point an episode called Repeat Offenders that was like a compilation of them like catching dudes.
Of course.
Over.
But usually, they bitch about that, but at the same time, you have shows like Live PD and Cops where they just catch motherfuckers repeat. And I like, and Cops was good. Cops is still good. I haven't seen it in a while, but I love Live PD because that's like the evolution of Cops. I don't know if you've seen it. It comes on A&E.
I have. I've seen it.
It's like the evolution of Cops.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't want to walk away from that just yet.
If you have a fucking show where they're like, okay, we're going to pose as a 13-year-old and then it's fucking creepy ass rabbi or, some dude will fucking be on here saying this shit. Yes, of course. Tell them to meet up. Yeah. The greatest thing that I liked is that when they came out, and then Chris Hansen came out, and then the camera crew came out, and they would humble themselves and be like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it again. Am I free to go? Chris Hansen would be like, yeah, you're free to go.
Yeah, I can't keep you here.
Yeah. I can't. Yes, that was it. And those motherfuckers thought they were fucking got a second chance, and they would walk out of that door and get their ass handed to them every time. Yeah.
It was terrible. Terrible. What was his name? Terrible Terry Tate.
Yeah.
The dude.
Yeah.
Woo! pain train's coming, baby.
The fucking office linebacker. Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly how it was.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
And that was a big part of it for me. It was like, wow, this is like free.
Yeah.
This is free me enjoying watching the police be a little heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Because it bothered me on cops a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would be like, well.
Yeah. Anytime.
you know.
You'd be like, come on. I mean, you don't really have. Yeah.
But also.
It's like clearly
also,
you've had
though, sometimes dudes like won't give up their hands and like they're
of
like,
course,
well,
then
reach and
at
they're
that
like,
point,
oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's
but
like,
there's sometimes where you're like, clearly the cop has had a bad day at home and
it's
shit.
definitely,
And, he's beating the shit out of it. But fucking pedophiles.
Sometimes you can tell in that interview they do in
There was
the
one guy
car.
who had his kid in a car and he fucking drove like 300 miles to come meet. I'm like, beat the shit out of that fucking dude.
Yeah.
Beat the fuck out of the one dude
Several
that walked in
people who had
naked,
kids in their cars.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
It was like, I'm someone who's willing to like hear a lot of arguments.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But like and I'm fine with the show not being on the air anymore.
Yeah. Well, and they do it. It's not called Sexual Predator anymore. It's like, it's something else, He had it's called like Hanson versus Predator now. I swear to God, that's what it is. You know what? The first time I saw that shit, I was in Dover for training, and I got out of class, and I was in my hotel room. And I was just watching the show, and the show was called Crime Watch Daily. It's like an investigation of, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then fucking Chris Hansen is there, and he's like, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm going after predators. And I was like, yes! Yes! Fuck yes! And it was the same fucking shit.
It was just the same show,
Yes,
basically.
it was the same exact show.
Yeah.
But instead of it being a whole show, it's just a segment of a show,
I also kind of always assumed that it would come out that Chris Hansen was a pedophile.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say those words in that order on your podcast. Like, I always
he was
assumed,
1-on-1, yeah.
But I
wouldn't be
always
surprised.
like-
I would say I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
But I mean, realistically, it's not the guy didn't like create the show.
No,
they were
didn't.
like, here's a real steady gig.
Oh yeah.
Like, here's a bunch of money to just keep doing
Because
this.
it's just like,
and how hard would that be? A lot of people
Yeah.
are like television whores.
Of
How
course.
hard would it be to be like,
Of
well,
course.
you're just gonna walk in these rooms, shame these pedophiles, and then get to be like, oh, I can't keep you here.
And it was a great gig
You
for
were
him.
free to go.
Because all he had to do was show up.
Yeah.
He already had the chat logs and everything. And those motherfuckers be like, I didn't say that shit. No, she said she was 18. He'd be like, oh, really? Well, here's fucking chat logs here.
Yeah.
Here clearly she says she's 13. So what do you got to say?
You were gonna beat her, and then you were gonna eat her.
Yeah. And then he's like, did you bring the condoms? And they're always like, yeah, man. I brought the condoms. Did you bring the
Six-pack
whiskey?
of Mike's-
Yeah, man.
Mike's
I
Hard Lemonade.
got whiskey and everything, but I was just gonna talk to her. I was like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, am I free to go? Well, yeah, I can't.
I'm just gonna talk to her.
Yeah, that was the number one fucking thing.
Always. I was just gonna tell this young man that he shouldn't, he needs to go to Jesus, and he shouldn't.
Exactly.
Be doing, and they're like,
Yeah.
you do understand that you're wearing a latex clown outfit.
I'm like, oh, really? That you were just gonna talk to him because here it
I
says
was
that.
coming from a birthday.
Yeah.
And I was coming from a birthday party. Yeah, I had to.
It's just
That
all
right here.
coincidence, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. I was just gonna tell him that he shouldn't be doing this. For like, oh no,
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that you wanted to fuck
Yeah,
him.
you said you were gonna
yeah.
come in a. You were going to come in a latex clown outfit with a 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
And some condoms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, you seen the? Do you have the Mike's Hard Lemonade? Yeah, man. It's in the car. Oh, okay. Do you have the condom? It's also in the car, man.
Yeah, there's
But
something to be said too for that spectacle.
Yeah.
Because that was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
That was totally unnecessary. Making it into a TV show, totally unnecessary.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It is. That's
It
one
is.
thing I'll say.
It is.
It's grotesque.
Yeah.
You don't need to make it a TV show.
No, you don't.
But somebody did. And when I saw it, I always kind of went to bed like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody had that idea. Is like, fuck them. We're gonna put them on TV, and it's gonna be amazing.
The ability for legislators to conflate sex offenders and pedophiles,
Right?
Because there's like this outer crust of people convicted of sex crimes who were like people convicted of statutory rape because they were like 17
Right.
and then she was 18 or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
There's like these weird like boundary cases.
Yeah.
people accused of like unwanted sexting in some places end up on the sex offender registry.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the same registry that people who like have sex with children go on.
Yeah, the same registry as if you fucking caught a guy with 2 terabytes of child porn.
Right.
It's the same registry,
Yeah, exactly. And and see, so it's always, the deal is always for me, because I'm like, why is this such a why is there such a blind spot for this legislatively?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why is there not more of like a focus on being like, to end up on the sex offender registry means that you're like a marked person,
right? Like
forever.
Yeah.
Like you can't, and realistically, you can't be trusted in society.
Right. That's true.
It's not. It is essentially like, it's not a sexual orientation, but it's not like something you can fix.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's a sickness.
It's not something you get to live around.
No, it's definitely
in society for. But this show magnified that you could catch these people. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, they haven't dug up any children in his backyard yet. So
but
you get charged. Knows? You get charged with computer no and give us $1,000.
Yeah.
Or, spend 30 days in the county jail. Right.
Some of those guys got off really easy.
Yeah, but sometimes there's people too though who've been caught with like some marijuana.
Yeah.
Who are
then they fucking thrown underneath the fucking prison. Yeah.
They're in prison.
Yeah.
They're in prison in a place like California.
Right.
Like before the decriminalization, before the all of that.
Of course.
For a big chunk of time, people were in there for like having
like a fucking blunt in their car.
Yeah. Or at least, or I don't give a fuck. What if you catch a dude with 10 pounds of weed?
It's still weed, yeah.
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 So he deserves a jail cell and to be exposed to all these other like hardened criminals.
Of course, yeah.
But this dude, they haven't dug up any children in his backyard yet. Yeah. So there's no real there's no real threat.
I mean, that's the bigger argument of the justice system in America is how it's so fucked up, how, and it's basically, it comes down to if you have enough money to get a good lawyer, you're going to get off.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
But
it depends,
generally.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's so complicated.
Yeah. It is. It really is.
Oh, we should do a criminal justice crossover. Write that down.
Okay.
We'll do a whole thing about jail. That'll be our next like fully formed podcast episode. I still do want to do like a morning podcast with you where we like have like coffee. And you're about to be working day shift.
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't necessarily saying before work, but like on like a Sunday.
No, definitely not before work. Yeah,
no.
Sunday. Yeah,
but like do a podcast at like 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while before you're all the way squared away on that.
Yeah, it will.
We're still recording your podcast.
Yeah, that's cool. We should probably wrap it up now.
I'm about ready.
Pod Caviar, off-season content, episode 3. It's amazing. This is the whole thing that I was trying to go after, where we just have a conversation where it's not just, we just come in here and just have fun,
Doesn't even really bear, at this point, I think we've got it down to where it doesn't even really necessarily bear like pointing out,
Right.
We always keep talking to each other about the process.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty much there. I think sitting down in here and talking about a couple of things.
Yeah.
Today, we didn't really have any particular things to talk about.
No, we didn't.
Did 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
I mean, we're good. Hey, look, when we get famous, okay, you motherfuckers need to take this blueprint and just understand our history. We're going to have biopics. We're going to have movies about our lives and shit. And you motherfuckers need to take notes.
Oh,
because we've been doing this shit for a long fucking time.
Yeah. A movie about my life is...
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to be responsible for whittling that down.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen in my life that just... boy. I don't think I want to see them on the big screen at all. Yeah.
Strange events.
Yeah.
That's what my movie would be called. Strange events. Regrettable times. That would be the name of my movie.
I think mine should have been like, probably shouldn't have, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You can call your memoirs that, but my movie would be called Regrettable Times. Because you'd be able to see it. If I described it in writing, you'd be like, oh, that was all right. But if you like saw me wrestling with two fat broads, you'd be like, what?
Like, oh, what the fuck? I think mine would be like the fucking series of luck and bad decisions that intermix with each other. But anyway, yeah. It's podcast.
I just saw that poster in my head. Things that intermix.
It's Pod Caviar. Shirt Caviar is booming. Go check it out at shirtcaviar.com. We have a lot of shit up there. Nuclear Raindrop. You can check me out on Shirt Caviar on Instagram, Shirt Caviar on Facebook. Shirtcaviar.com is the website. You can buy the shirts from through Facebook, but it acts stupid. So if you go there and try to get one off Facebook, then just go to shirtcaviar.com. That shit works. I order shirts from there all the time. I know people who order shirts from there all the time. And if you want to get in touch with Pod Caviar, it is 443-747-1417. You can text that number. You can leave a voicemail. And then we will do, what is it? Feature. Yeah, we will play you on a future episode. Yeah. And that's pretty much it, man. You know, you about to read a quote? We have random quotes.
Interesting. I was going to close your podcast with a quote out of our random quote book. Okay. We need to end both of our podcasts this way.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I blew it on mine, but this is the beginning.
Here we go.
Of the tradition.
Yeah,
and somehow this book seems to reveal quotes. Excuse me, germane to the conversation. The first one in my purview when I flip through the pages. I can take a 3-year-old and make a hit record with him. Dr. Dre.
Oh, shit. The universe works in mysterious ways, I'm telling you. All right, this has been Pod Caviar. Thanks for Graham for being on here. Shout out to One Graham Army. Check his podcast out. And check out Pod Caviar for future episodes. I am Tony, and I am out.